everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have created this brown eye look with gold glitter on and a black eyeshadow liner, and I use the Zoeva Naturally Yours palette, which looks like this. So I took inspiration from a few different supermodels such as Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, Bellahadid and some more, and I think that this is a look which they all kind of wear for more of an evening glam party look. So if you want to find out how I created this look, don't forget to keep watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified whenever I upload. I upload Wednesdays, Fridays and Sundays. Keep watching. So I'm first going to start off by taking my Nivea cream and just applying this all over my face, as I find that in winter my face gets really quite dry. And then I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. So I'm first going to start off by taking my brow gel and just brushing upwards to create a bushy effect. I'm then going to take my concealer and just carve out underneath the brows. And then I'm going to go into my brow palette and take this shade here and just fill in the areas that are a bit sparse. I'm going to take my concealer and take that onto my eyelids to cancel out all of the redness. So today I'm actually going to start off by doing my skin. Today I'm going to start off by doing my skin first. So for this, as I want my skin to be quite glowy and dewy, I'm going to start off by taking the Technic Get Gorgeous liquid highlighter, and I'm just going to apply this onto the highest point of my face. For foundation, I'm going to take a combination of my Primark foundations in the shade Honey and Ivory. Mix those together to get my shade. For concealer and contour, I'm going into my contour and highlight cream palette, and I'm going to start off by taking this shade here and applying that under my eyes. for contour, I'm going into this dark shade here and just contouring around my face. Then taking my damp sponge and just blending in all of these areas. And then to set under my eyes, I'm going to take my Rimmel London Match Perfection in the shade Translucent and just set underneath my eyes and a little bit at the sides of my face. And I'm just going to take my sponge for that. I'm just going to let that sit in for a while whilst I do my eyes. So for eyes, I'm going to start off by just making sure that there's no creasing on my eyelids. For this look, I'm using the Zoeva Naturally Yours palette, which looks like this. So it has some warm brown tones in. And I'm first going to start off by taking Pure, which is this shade, and just running that underneath my eyebrow. And then I'm going into the shade Soft and Sexy, which is this one here, and just applying that into my crease. I'm just going to get a bit of powder and pop it right underneath my eye to stop any of the shadow getting up there. And then to deepen that up, I'm going into the shade Slow Dance, which is this shade here, and I'm just going to pop that on the outer section. And then to add a small bit of sparkle, I'm going into the shade Casual Elegance, which is this gold here, which looks like that. And I'm just going to apply that onto my eyelid. And then to create a small wing liner, I'm going into the shade Timeless Chic, which is this dark black down here, and I'm just going to use my eyebrow brush. And I'm just going to use my eyebrow brush just to draw a small wing liner. For my inner corner, I'm just going in with my eyeliner and just applying that into the inner corners. So I'm first going to start off by just wiping away all of the powder. So for this, I'm just going to use a small brush and just wipe away. contour, I'm going in with the Bare Minerals contour palette, and I'm taking the one shade Sculpture Eyes, and just going to apply it with a small brush into the hollows of my cheeks. And then I'm going to take a small fluffy brush like this and taking that same shade and run it down my nose. And then taking the shade To Blend and another fluffy brush, and I'm just going to apply this all over my cheeks to bronze my face up. And then taking the shade 3 Pop and applying that with a small brush like this, and just applying it underneath all of the areas where I would like a little bit more brightness. And then I'm going to take my Primark blusher on a big fluffy brush and just apply that onto my cheeks. So I'm first going to start off by taking a nude eyeliner and just running that into my waterline. And then going back into my eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to start off by taking Pure again on a fluffy brush, and that underneath the eye. And then I'm going to take the shade Soft and Sexy again and do the same with that. And then taking the shade Slow Dance, just this shade here, and applying that really close to the lash line. For mascara, I'm taking the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. Then I'm going to add some eyelashes. So for highlighter, I'm going in with the Sleek Cleopatra's Kiss. I'm going to take this shade up here on my fan brush and just apply that. And then for lips, I'm going to take my Sleek No Words Locked Up lip liner and just put that all over my lips. And taking my That's Swell by Barry M and just applying that all over my lips. And that's the finished makeup look.